Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Jey Uso won the WWE Intercontinental Championship in Monday Night Raw's main event, marking his first championship in the singles division. The unprecedented victory of Jey has prompted Rhea Ripley to respond on Twitter/X. Ever since he switched to wrestling singles, Jey has made several title run BYS. While Roman Reigns was WWE Universal Champion, he was also unsuccessful in capturing the championship for himself. After Jey beat Braun Breaker on Raw, Ripley took to Twitter/X to respond with a single word. Jey has lately formed an alliance with Damian Priest and Ripley, better known as the Terror Twins. Braun Breaker's historic first reign as Intercontinental Champion came to an end with Jey Uso's triumph. He defeated Sami Zayn, the previous champion, in a falls match after winning it at SummerSlam. Jimmy Uso and Jey have been tag team partners in professional wrestling for the majority of their careers. Before Jimmy betrayed his brother in 2023, the Usos ended their relationship with the Bloodline. Because of this, Jey decided to pursue a career in singles wrestling and defected to Monday Night Raw, where he and Cody Rhodes won the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. The WWE Intercontinental Championship was claimed by Jey Uso, half of the legendary Usos, which sent shockwaves through the business and sent the wrestling world into an explosion of mayhem. His triumph not only solidified his place in WWE's singles division, but it also changed the company's dynamic in ways anyone anticipated. Among the many who marveled at, questioned, and studied this remarkable feat were none other than Rhea Ripley, the current WWE Women's World Champion and a stalwart of the fearsome Judgment Day faction, and her reply stood out. As one would expect from someone with Ripley's reputation for brutal honesty, her response to Jey Uso's unexpected victory captures the spirit of her savage personality. The road to single success for Jey Uso has been everything but smooth. Ever since he and his twin brother Jimmy formed their famed tag team, Jey has battled for the chance to shine as a solo artist. His unwavering determination, exceptional talent, and magnetic personality were on full display in his triumph in the Intercontinental Championship. Not only was it a huge victory for Jey on a personal level, but it also proved that he could hold his own against some of WWE's all-time greats. Social media was overwhelmed with responses, opinion, and conjecture over Jey Uso's future from the WWE Universe, who were buzzing from the moment. Rhea Ripley's response was one of the most compelling and weighty of all. As the reigning Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley has been soaring high on a wave of domination, rebellion, and a desire for power. Ripley is now an integral component of Judgment Day, one of the most menacing groups in WWE, with Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Damian Priest. She is both revered and feared by her fellow WWE employees due to her cunning, strength, and quick wit. Many were curious to see how the Eradicator would react to Jey Uso's Intercontinental Championship victory, which marked a dramatic change in the WWE hierarchy. The wrestling world was thrown into chaos when Rhea Ripley resorted to social media shortly after Jey Uso's triumph and posted a mysterious tweet. "Well done at Jey Uso on venturing into unknown terrain. Whenever anything new happens, I always feel prepared, so I hope you are too." Rules for Judgment Day #Intercontinental Champion. Cool, calculated, and terrifyingly ambiguous. Those were the hallmarks of Ripley's tweet. Any fan or insider worth their salt would have analyzed the words, "I hope you're ready for what comes next," in an instant. Just what was Ripley getting at here? Was she dropping hints about Judgment Day and Jey Uso's potential competition in the future? Alternately, was there a subliminal hint that she wanted to increase the impact of Judgment Day on other WWE championships? One needs knowledge of the workings of Judgment Day to comprehend Ripley's response. Power, control, and chaos are the three things that keep Judgment Day faction afloat. The Money in the Bank contract, which Damian Priest presently has, almost guarantees him a chance at the WWE or Universal Championship. No matter how bad things have been for Finn Balor recently, he's still a brilliant strategist who waits for the perfect opportunity to attack. But the brainiac and strategic player who understands how to play the long game, Rhea Ripley, is generally the one who drives the faction. Her tweet has the potential to indicate that Judgment Day has taken notice of Jey Uso's triumph, which is never a positive development in WWE even if it is a personal accomplishment for him. Jey may be the object of suspicion due to his new role as Intercontinental Champion, according to Ripley's enigmatic remark. Taking aim at one of WWE's newest single champions is sure to set Judgment Day ablaze, and the group loves a good ruckus. According to Ripley, Jey Uso's rule could soon encounter a strong opponent, whether it Priest, Balor, or perhaps Dominic. Is the Intercontinental Championship Ripley's biggest secret ever? A popular belief among WWE experts is that Ripley is planning to increase Judgment Day's power by aiming after Jey Uso's Intercontinental Championship. To prove their dominance and influence over the whole roster, certain groups in WWE often want to amass as much gold as possible. Judgment Day has been cautious in its pursuit of championships, despite their dreadful reputation. The addition of the Intercontinental Championship would further establish Priest and Ripley as the most dominant alliance in WWE, since Ripley is already dominating the women's division and Priest is positioned to fight for the World Championship. Judgment Day isn't content with a handful of names, and Ripley's tweet may be seen as a warning sign. A possible next step in their conquest may be Jey Uso's newfound prominence, since they want it all. The group might start setting up a strategic assault on Jey, with Ripley at the helm, which could spark a quarrel between the dark, deliberate power of Judgment Day and the high-flying USO. Naturally, not every fan interprets Ripley's behavior as a direct threat. There are those who saw Ripley's tweet as an unusual display of respect on the part of the women's champion. Jey Uso followed a similar trajectory as Ripley on his way to become a lone contender. Wrestlers who have had to work their way up the ranks have shown that it is possible to achieve success even when not part of a traditional team. Since Ripley has been in tag teams and factions before, she may be able to relate to Jey's narrative. Thus, her tweet may be a tribute to his valiant triumph, a handshake from a winner to a follower. Respect, meanwhile, is often conditional when dealing with Rhea Ripley. It would be expected that Ripley would put Jey through his paces in the next weeks to determine whether he is worthy of the gold belt, even if she admires his determination. WWE may be building a much bigger narrative around Ripley's response to Jey Uso's triumph. It is implausible that Ripley, who is always planning forward in her role as eradicator of Judgment Day, would respond to Jey's victory without a bigger scheme. The WWE Universe is in for a wild ride if Judgment Day targets Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship. One of the most crafty and influential groups in WWE would be Jey's opponent, despite his recent success. The odds would be stacked against him, with Rhea Ripley at the helm. Even though Jey Uso has just won, the world he has entered is considerably more perilous than he had imagined, and Ripley's ominous message may be a portent of things to come. If there's one thing Ripley does well, it's keeping her enemies guessing until the very end. Despite winning the Intercontinental Championship, Jey Uso still has a long road ahead of him in his fight against Rhea Ripley and Judgment Day.